Okay, show me. Interview Beulah's original owner, so go stand next door.
We're taking this over to the garage. When we get done with the bikes, we're going to take the whole front clip off this truck, hopefully fix the exhaust manifolds, and oh, we got so much work to do to this truck.
We're gonna redo the hood.
We're just gonna do the best we can with it and go as far as we can with it.
Now, Big, and I have a couple questions for you about this truck, since I'm still frankly new to owning her and don't drive her yet. What was it about this truck that made you fall in love with her?
Oh, we did everything with this truck. We plowed snow with it, we hauled wood with it. 4-wheel drive, it's a 302.
It's a 93, most importantly. Very good year for these old trucks.
Well, we drove it right up until, what, 2 years ago. We put it on the road, and we get it fixed. I'll put her back on the road. I mean, really, I can put it on the road. Oh, we got to do the transmission lines, too.
Yeah, we got transmission
lines, and what else was that?
We got to do front tires.
We'll go through the brake lines and front tires.
Holy
Well, I've had enough of this snow. I say we go back in the house. Why don't you... Wait a minute.
Take a little bit right there.
What?
This is old Beth's. This was my papa's.
This is a rig we run every day, but
she takes us everywhere we want to go.
well, we're back here. Working on the same old stuff. Trying to do all this, get it all set up. I thought I would get this. I don't know what I'm doing, to be truthful. To be truthful, I thought I would get this gas tank out of the way before I lose all the parts to it. Because that's what I always do. There we go. I always tend to lose all the pieces and parts, tools, to everything. And I don't really want to do that with this. I'm wondering if I want to use these clamps. I think this is going to be a process to figure out here, because I'll show you why. It's going to be a process of putting this tank on at the same time. No, that's not going to work. Nope, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to do this one this way. Okay. Well, let's start with this. I bent that back clamp just for this tank, or for that frame, because that frame is uniquely different than these frames. Actually, these clamps are bent for that frame altogether. So I'm going to have to do some, there I go, losing my nuts again. No, I guess I didn't lose my nuts. I don't know what I dropped. I dropped something. These are kind of chintzy. I should have cut out a piece of tire, but I don't have one here that I want to cut up. We're in a windstorm warning today. Tiny. You'll see you'll see a lot of days the tiny don't show up, I'm afraid, probably. What in the world did I drop? No idea. But he's not here today anyway. So that makes it just me. Again. You'll get sick of me, I'm sure. I won't talk quite as much as he does. I get sidetracked a lot. I'll try to bring the camera with me when I do. But we've got a wide angle lens now that I got set to cover the whole garage, I think. And the stupid little wrench I need for this, you're not going to believe it, but it's in the shop. Oh, merciful heavens. And I don't want to take you with me for that, truthfully. But because I took it home with me. In my pocket. Why, you might ask, did I do that? Well, the answer is quite simple. I don't know. It would seem like a good idea at the time, I guess. Kind of like 10mm wrench. Where'd that go? Nobody ever knows. And it's usually right in your back pocket. On the upside, I don't have to put any. It's kind of a creepy place today. You got wind blowing all over the place. Makes all kinds of windy noises and old building creaks and moans and groans. Well, we'll see what this is going to look like. I think it's going to look pretty good. This was my gas tank. I really liked it on my boat. I should have probably just kept it. Not got silly and bought another one. I should have just bought him another one. And kept this one. This bike is turning out actually better than, I mean, I knew it would turn out good, but it's turning out very good. I actually really like the way it's turning out. I wish these were green, but I like this decal, so even on my bikes they didn't match. I just like them. So that's why I bought those. If my bike isn't those colors. My bike is blue and chrome, so they didn't match either, but I didn't care. I just liked them. There's no real meaning behind them. It's not like it'd be some long-winded story. Oh my goodness, back when I was 12, blah, blah, blah. You know who tells stories like that, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? I don't care how these tanks mount. I won't lie to you. They're always wobbly and they'll loosen up on you sometimes when you're driving. So even, it'll be interesting when we do go on a ride because you have to carry a bunch of tools with you because they'll shake themselves right to pieces when you're riding, because even when they're tightened up, see, they'll move around. So you gotta carry a sack of tools. I don't have a seat that really matches up to this. I've got to find one, which I will, or I'll get him a big one, which will look goofy, but it'll be better for his hind end. Now, what are we gonna do? Let's see. What are we gonna do now? Now it'll get a little bit tricky and treacherous. It'll get a little tricky and treacherous. No, he didn't put those away, of course, and he's going on about, see that, it only takes a minute to pick up your tools. It only takes a minute because you just throw them in a toolbox. He didn't put anything away. He just tossed them in there because he was out of the camera. Well, let's try to do it at this angle because I think you can see it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, you know, these are harder to just eyeball when you're upside down. I will say that. Whoops, see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to cut a piece of rubber for that. Well, I didn't bring any with me, so for today, it's out of the road. And For Pete's sakes, what a mess. How in the Sam hell am I going to get anything done in this place? I should shut these cameras off. My buddy, he says he has a good video about his toolbox. His toolbox is nice and neat. He's got a whole lot more power in his than I have in mine. I have a couple toolboxes. And I should put, there we go, I should put in my toolbox what he has in his toolbox. And I should make it neat like his is. I might be able to find something. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, we got gas dripping. That's lovely. What we'll do is we'll cut a tire and we'll run it along top of this frame under here and then here, and that'll hold that from spinning like it does, and that will rectify that sliding around as easily. But for the time being, we get to see what it's going to look like, and I don't have to worry about it getting banged and bumped and bashed. See, and this is the clutch right here, which is not hooked up right yet, because I need to put that. I don't know if I can pull it. Oh yes, I can. If I can pull that apart like this. Oh, trying to put that together. He did. Put that together nicely. One of those screwdrivers is in the house. I know where that is. There's only one screw right here. Let me see if you can even see it. Not really. I didn't know how to make this thing zoom in. We'll do this. Here we go. Getting seasick yet? There's one screw right here. And then you can spin this right off, and then this plate comes off. And that's where you'll find your rubber pads that we're going to change. I don't really want to put you too close, because sure as there's wind outside, I'll knock this over, and that will not be a good thing at all whatsoever. And I'll turn this over a bit, and I think you'll see better, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you can see anything or not, but we're gonna do the best we can do. Man, oh man, I put the mayonnaise to that when I put her back together, I'll tell you what. Whew, didn't want it to come apart. Now I can't. I can't take that apart the way I put it back on, because I don't have a clutch lever. Because I haven't gone that far yet. That makes this entertaining, doesn't it? Getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself, and I know I am. But I'm going to do it anyways, because I'm like that. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the worst thing. I know I'm getting ahead of my... Hey, that's where that went. That's not what this is used for, so we're not going to do it. I thought about it. I'm mumble like this all the time, so I don't feel it. Well, that is a monster, but I'll use it anyway. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before I get too fired up here. Before I get too carried away doing this project, let me just look, see what hey, look at there, zip ties. That's what I thought. All right, I changed my mind. I changed my mind about this particular project. I didn't change my mind. My mind got changed for me because I don't know where in blazes the tool is to do what I need to do to take that clutch disc off there. If I did, I'd be able to take those pads out and replace them. And I don't think I can get them out with needle nose pliers. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I suppose I could try it. I guess we'll try it. And what do we got to lose? We don't have anything to lose. We got everything to gain and nothing to lose. I'm just babbling old man. I'm walking back and forth like a idiot. Ouch. I had that baby set on there. Almost like it had a bad clutch. Now the really funny thing is this would have gotten my oldest boy wherever he wanted to go with no issues, the way it is. But boy, does this ever suck. See, if I had a clutch, I could hold that like up here. I could pull the clutch and lock it and it'd come right apart. I could spin that right off with my fingers right now. It's going to be next to impossible to put it back together, I'm afraid. The way I'm doing it. I can't even. Oh, good night of living. Well, I could put that back together. And then I could just pull it. And it's got these star notches like I just showed you. Some needle nose pliers actually do fit in there. Nicely. There we go. We got it to a certain point now where we can get that apart. I had this part before, but I don't know if you got to see it. I don't know if you can see it right now. I should have bought one of these too, but there comes a point when you've got to say enough spending on this garbage. Now these should pop right out of here. Okay, I better look at the new ones. Ouch! Who put that box there? Yes, I did. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Make sure I even... Yeah, they're warm. That should come right out of there. By golly, it don't want to come right out of there. But it should. Hope it goes in easier to come out. We've only got 4 million of them to change. But, oh, that is warm. Oh my goodness. Let's see if these are cupped like that. This motor's got quite a few miles on it. I put this on the first frame. 2019. Oh. I'm actually surprised. They're not actually that bad. But they are. You know, I wonder if a guy could just knock that burn off them. You see it's like a glaze right there all the way around. Because they're actually not, they're actually the same size as the new ones. In thickness, they're not actually any different. See? Actually the same exact size. Which is kind of a surprise to me. I thought for sure they'd be bad, but they're not. Make sure we're putting these in the right way. That garbage out of there. Yeah, put it in that one. I would think that way. Wait a minute. No, that way. Well, it doesn't want to go in, I can tell you that. This one doesn't. It should tap right in there. Alright, what is going on here? Sam Hill. Yeah, that's how it should go. Poorly made, that's a problem. Not cut out exactly true. Of course, they gotta be tight, or they'll just flop all over the place. Let's have a look and see how much better that is as opposed to. It doesn't really feel any different. Well, All right. Yeah, I guess it does. No? Yeah, maybe. Not really. Kinda. So hard to tell. It's not really enough of a difference to monkey with. That's surprising to me. But these are glazed to me. And this one's got bite to it. So that would be a difference. Let's see how bad these are to get out. They're like burnt clutches. See what I mean? I don't know if you can see it or not, but they're like burnt, they're just like they got super hot. And they probably dead over the course of time. At first I thought these were like a rubber, but they're not. They're more of like a ceramic, so you kind of have to be a little bit careful on your tonkas. Get in that hole. But you gotta also, at the same time, make sure it's seated. Can't have one sticking way out and the other one not. I mean, they're not perfectly true to begin with. You know, another thing that's making this very hard is the mosquitoes. And this camera over here is taking a nosedive. For whatever reason, it's just decided, hey, I'm gonna take a nosedive. It's kind of funny. I don't know how long you guys have been looking at the bench, but card full. Good Lord. Figures. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. Bet you can't believe it. I'd love to blame Tiny for this, but Sadly, this is my job to do. And I didn't do it, apparently. There we go. We got you. We got you now. Then we need to figure out which one of you gnarly little buggers holds this thing. Push this stupid thing back. Push this stupid thing back. Tighten this stupid thing up. Change this stupid thing back. There we go, by golly. And we're back in action again. Oop. Nope, that won't stay there. So we're just going to go with it like that. It probably won't stay there either. But we'll have to keep an eye on it. Maybe. Maybe we just won't care about that stupid thing. I didn't come here to really fart around with such things. To be honest with you, I came here to change this clutch. Actually, I didn't know what I was going to do, to be honest with you. I just knew I was going to work on something because I'm not the kind of guy to just sit around and not do nothing. Come on. Yeah. Oh boy. If that don't come out of there that way, I'm in trouble. And it don't wanna. There we go. Some of these folks are coming out like butter. And some, like that one. See, that one was really bad. See, it just, I understand now what makes them really bad. See, they shouldn't come out like that. So we literally did have like a lot of bad ones. They should, you know, I mean, we didn't have a lot of good ones. So I don't feel so bad about changing them now. They should come out like these. You're going to have a hard time getting them out. And we had, I think, 2 that actually came out. Well, make that 1. We had 1 good clutch plate in the whole thing. 2. I think the first one came out. No, none. You see, this has got slop as well, but it's not really much I'm going to do about that. There it goes again. This is starting to aggravate me a lot. Boy, oh boy, we got a lot of noise. Let's take this off. Woohoo! That wasn't good. Let's just take that right off there. I know this is good, but it's adding weight to this, and this stupid thing isn't wanting to hold it. It did before. You know what? I just figured it out because I'm not really all that smart. I just figured out where I made my mistake. Yeah, that's where I made my mistake. Right there. And then what I did was I used the legs to do it. Yep. That's how I did it before. And the only reason I even need this stupid camera is because I get sidetracked and wander off to the back of the damn garage. And that's the only reason I even need it. Okay, back to what I was doing. Yeah, you can see anyways. Blasphemous cameras make it so damn hard to do anything anyhow. Whose idea was this? Oh, I got an idea. Let's do this. Oh, great idea. Great idea. Let's make fools of ourselves. Wonderful idea. Ow! Ow! You'll be able to call me Misty. I missed that one altogether. Mr. Hammer met Mr. Knuckle. And it sucked a lot. Remember before when I said this was the wrong tool for the job? It's actually perfect because this end has been beat down and it actually puts a big contact surface on these little pads. See? 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 And if I had a smaller one, it would break the pad. I thought they were more pliable, and in reality, they are not. They're like a brake pad almost, like a ceramic. And they're shaped very poorly. Made in China. The whole darn thing. Made in China. Not everything made in China is made poorly, but these kits are made as, go ahead and land. Just witness the murder, ladies and gentlemen. I killed that mosquito. These are made as cheaply as they can be made, and then they charge right through the nose for everything. Here we go. Ow! What Sam Hill did I just get on my finger? Oh, like a bumblebee. We're doing all right. Sure, change the clutch, he says. It'll be fun, they say. We're going to have to run this thing around. Break the clutch in. Seat it good. Make sure it holds together. Because it'll really suck if it doesn't. I don't have any idea why. Why those fellas make me giggle so when I think of it. But it does. Wonderful ideas they come up with. Talk me into it. Sure. Great idea, Dad. It'll be fun. Sure. Sure it will. It'll be loads of laughs. Well, I'll give them good memories anyway. Make it easy for them to remember. Look back on. Ow! There goes the paint things again. And I'm not talking about the clutch pads either. Whew! The old hand isn't going to be the same tonight, I'll tell you. Well, fine. You don't want to go in there? That's how you feel about it? Huh. That clutch pad and Tiny got a lot in common. Neither one want to work today. He has a video game channel he does too, which is at night. I don't know if he was working on that or he just doesn't feel good. But I'm not the patient sort of person. I like to get going in the day. Boy, I hope there's the next one. I don't feel like fishing that out of there right now. I mean, it won't be hard. I just don't want to do it. Yep, there was. Thank goodness. Oopsies. Wrong way. Look at there. Look at that. See, that wasn't that hard. That's probably a lot easier on you people than it was me. Actually, it's probably boring as hell on you people. Like most of our stuff. Boring. I appreciate you bearing with me. I know it's gotta be kind of tedious sometimes for the little bit of humor there actually probably is. Come on now. There we go. Excellent. Perfect. Ah, well, we'll find out about the, you know, that just surprises me. It really does. Now I think we'll stretch the spring out just a little bit. Boy, that thing is smooth. I wish I had another one of these, but I don't, so I guess I can wish in one hand, as they say. I'm sure you all know what they say. Pay attention to what you're doing. Okay. Hold it. Hold it right there. All right. Perfect. Now then. There's one. Let's go. Two. Three. Okay, when you tighten this as far as you can go, this star, it'll stop on one of these, right here where your screw goes. You want to go 3 notches past that. Technically, it should be, your clutch should be adjusted pretty close at that point. Should be. We won't swear to it, but it should be, theoretically. Look at all these, look at all this mess I made down here on this floor with these little clutch disky things. I gripe at Tiny all the time, say, you didn't put that away. Well, we all know who made them there. But that's neither here nor there. Who made the mess? Who made the mess is not important. What's important is who picks up the mess. That's the important part. Some people test ride these things with that cover off to adjust their clutch. Nope, not me. I'll take it back off. I will not put my leg next to that thing. It's just a little dinky motor, but so is a skill saw. And a skill saw is like quarter horse. This is, I don't know what horsepower this is. It's probably actually less horsepower than a skill saw, truthfully, but I'm willing to wager it would hurt. That clutch got a hold of you at 45 miles an hour, or 35, or even 25. I know that chain goes really fast. We've had those chains pop off and lock up the back tire before at about 35 or so, and that'll scare it'll put a little fear in your heart. Tiny, he goes down usually when that happens. I don't know. Well, I do know why, but I've gone down before. For now, why don't we try to do this?
I'm Tiny.
I'm Biggin.
10-10.
On the side. I don't know if that works, but